You're watching Fugitive Red Eye, and welcome to another tier list video. Today I'll be doing a tier list of TellTales The Walking Dead characters. Now I'm really only going to be ranking the characters from seasons 1 and 2. I'm going to put all the others probably in like another tier that I'll add real quick. So we'll add a row below. We'll make it, I don't know, we'll make it gray. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Fine, whatever, it's fine. We'll put non-canon, because that'll piss some people off, because I don't really acknowledge the events of Season 3 or 4. Again, having never played them. I'll put non-canon / don't know. There we go. Don't know who this is. Don't know who that is. That might be a 400 Days character. 400 Days I've played, but I don't care for. AJ's just a baby, so I don't really, like, in Season 1 and 2. I don't really have any strong opinion of him. I know they make him, like, gay in Season 3, which I think is kind of lame, but... Alvin! Alvin's probably going to be a solid B tier, or maybe even A tier. We'll give him A tier. Alvin's really cool. I like his final stand that he does against Carver, if you have him there at the compound. And I think it's really cool. He does get cucked by Carver, theoretically, because, you know... Well, not theoretically, he does. Not by any will of his own, mind you. It's just because Rebecca is potentially pregnant with Carver's child as well. Can't remember if this is Danny or Andy St. John, but I actually really like the cannibal plotline. They're not major characters, so I'll probably just give him a B tier, but he is a really cool minor character. I really like that arc. Arvo. Arvo can go fuck himself. In fact, we're going to add another row below. And we're gonna make it pink because pink is the gay color for little. Oops, what the fuck did I just do? There we go. F minus. That's where Arvo's going. Fuck Arvo. That little bastard turns against you regardless because like even if you don't rob him, his bitch ass always robs you. So we're going to give him the faggy pink color. I don't know who this is. I don't know which one of these is Jane. I think actually this might be Jane. I don't know, because I know where I'm putting Jane. I'm just going to put that there. Don't know who that is. Can't have been that important. So again, this is non-canon / don't know. Again, the non-canon thing is part of a joke. I'm going to put Ben in A tier, above Alvin, I think. I really like... Like, Ben he pisses me off, but I do feel bad for him, and he tries to make things right. And ultimately, you know, he doesn't make it. It's real sad. Yeah. Bonnie can go to hell. Fuck Bonnie. Bonnie's a stupid bitch, and I wish you could kill her. She's right up there with Arvo. Not sure who this is. She's okay. She doesn't make me angry or anything. She's a good part of the arc with the cannibal stuff, but she's not as interesting as Danny or Andy St. John. Fucking Bree can go to hell. I don't like Bree. Fuck Bree. Don't know this character. Don't know this character. Okay, Carlos. We're gonna give Carlos a B tier. I have very mixed feelings about Carlos. His bitch ass locks you in a shed while you're wounded. Fuck him for that, but I do understand why he did it, and I think he's an interesting character. Alright, so now we got Carver, our first S tier. Easily the best villain in the series. Such an interesting character. I actually think he makes some interesting points, too. And if the game had an option to side with him, I would absolutely do a playthrough with that just to see how it goes, because Carver is such a fascinating character. I love him. Krista. Krista is one of the ones who survives into Season 2 from Season 1, but in all honesty, she is a little bit less interesting than some of the other Season 1 characters, so we're going to put her down here in B tier. I still like her. I still like that she takes care of Clementine, but she just doesn't have as much personality as some of the other characters. Chuck. Chuck's going to be an A tier. I really like Chuck. We're going to put him above Ben. I like Chuck a lot. I like that he's like, you know, a nomad, a hobo, and I like that he looks out for you by being harsh a little bit with with telling you how you need to train Clementine or else she'll die. I think it's a little fucked up that he tells her she would die, but I understand why he did it, and I think he's a really interesting character. I really like Chuck, and I think that his off-screen death, it sucks that it happens off-screen. Okay, so pretty sure this is Clementine. I don't like that they're using her model from Season 3, because that threw me off, but, or 4, actually. I think it's Season 4. But I love Clementine. She's great, especially the way I play her in Season 2, so Clementine's great. I don't know this guy. Don't know this guy. The other St. John brother, I think this is Andy St. John. Again, they're both pretty similar, so they're both getting B tier. Don't know this guy. Doug. Doug is definitely the less interesting between him and Carly. He has less of an impact than Krista, so I guess we'll put him just below her. He's still going to get B tier. Doug's alright. He's just got, like, the one trait that he's fucking nerdy. So, I don't mind him, but I definitely think Carly is clearly the better choice. Duck. Duck's going to be an A tier. I know, controversial. A lot of people don't like Duck. He's such an important character to the plot. He's massive in Kenny's arc. So I don't know why people don't like him. I love Duck, and his death is really sad, and it's important to Kenny. Don't know this character. I gotta figure out which one of these is Lily, because I don't really know Lily's design in Season 4. That's another thing that, again, it drives me nuts that they use the latest version of the character, because... no, this is Lily. This one's Lily. Okay, I figured it out. This guy with the beanie. Don't know. Glenn! Like a D tier. He's just kind of there. He's a cameo from the show, and he's not that great. Herschel? We're gonna give like B tier, mainly because he's like one of my favorite characters in the show. In the game, actually we might give him a C tier. He'll be just above, because in the game, he's in it very briefly. I think he's amazing in the show, but in the game you don't really get to see a whole lot of him. So just based on the game version, we're gonna put him in C. If it was the show version, we put him in S tier, but again, you don't really see him that long. I don't know this person. I think this is Jane. I thought I knew where I'd put Jane, but... yeah, you know what? Fuck Jane. Fuck Jane. She's not as bad as Arvo, or Bonnie, or Bree, but fuck Jane. I know this guy's name is Javier, or something like that. Just, again, haven't played Season 3. Don't know this guy. Don't know this guy. Or that chick, rather. This is like one of the invalids, right? She's like a D tier. Like I say, one of the invalids, but like one of the cancer people that's with Vernon. She's just an old lady. She's just kind of there. D tier. Like, I guess, she doesn't have much of an impact either. Like, yeah, I think that's fair. Anyway, don't know this person. Katya. Katya doesn't have a ton of presence, but she is absolutely important. So I'm going to put her in A tier below Alvin. And I'm going to put Duck between Chuck and Ben, I think. Actually, no, I'm going to keep Duck at top of A tier. And of course, Kenny's going in S tier. There's no question in my mind about that, obviously. I actually recorded a whole video on why Kenny is the best character. I'm going to upload it as soon as I edit it. No promises on when that'll be. It's a long one, and I plan on using some clips from the game. Larry! A tier. I actually really like Larry, believe it or not. I think he's a really interesting character. I actually think he makes some good points. And I think he's just looking out for his family, too. I just ultimately end up siding with Kenny over him every time, because he's adversarial to Kenny. And as we know, that is a crime punishable by getting crushed in the face by a salt lick. Lee! Obvious S tier. Lily. So she's similar to Larry, actually, in that I actually do really like her, like, plot-wise. I never played Season 4, but I'm going to put her in B tier, actually. Just above Doug. That's what I think I'm going to do. Because she's an interesting enough character. I don't like her, but again, I think that she does have it rough in Season 1, too, because, her dad dies, and she's only looking out for her family as well, and she has a tough time managing the group. Once again, she's adversarial to Kenny, so that is unforgivable. But unfortunately, we were out of salt licks. This guy, don't know him. I know this is like a potential love interest for Clementine. I don't know him, though. Luke. I like Luke a lot. One of the better characters in Season 2. I think I'd put him just above Ben, actually. Don't know this character. Mark. Short screen time, but memorable character. A tier. This guy's from Season 3 or 4. Don't know him. See, part of me tells me I recognize this guy. He might be one of the characters from, like, 400 Days. But I don't remember him. So we're going to put him in D tier just because he's kind of there. Or maybe, is he one of the guys who goes... I recognize the face, but I don't know where from. That's where I'm getting at. Don't know this guy. I guess I could put him in the don't know tier. Let's put him in the don't know tier, because I don't fucking know. Don't know this chick. Don't know this guy or chick. I don't even know. Molly. We'll put her in C tier. Top of C tier. She's alright. I'm not, like, a fan of her. But she's okay. Nick! Also A tier, but we're going to put him, I think, below Katya, but above Mark. That's what we're going to do. I actually really like Nick. This character don't know. Omid! He's similar to Krista. I do like that you can nerd out with him about the Civil War and stuff, so we're going to put him at top of B tier. Pete! A tier. Like Pete. Pete's really cool. Again, short screen time. I think him and Nick are pretty similar in, like, how much I like them, so they're right next to each other. I honestly don't know if I'd switch them or keep them. I think I'll switch them just because I like Pete a little bit more, maybe, but I do really still like Nick. Rebecca, she's a bitch to you at first, but she grows on you a little bit, I guess. She's not great, but, again, she's kind of there. She's alright, and she's important because of AJ. Okay, Reggie... You know what? Reggie has to get A tier just because of how much him saying, why is this kid being shitty, made me laugh. And the fact that he gets killed because of his incompetence to watch you, because actually it's actually more clearly because Carver just doesn't like him. But just because of how much he made me laugh alone, he gets A tier. No, that's not the only reason. I do like Reggie. I feel bad for him because he's trying to fit into Carver's group and trying to get back with it, but he ultimately gets thrown off the roof. Don't know this character. Don't think I know this character. Where the hell is Mark? Oh, that's Mark! Okay. So Mark gets C tier, below the Cannibal Lady. Actually, no, Mark gets top of D tier. Mark could be better. But because he's so willing to just fucking abandon you, fuck him. The only reason he's not in F tier is because he's actually cool before that. And Bonnie's always a dumb bitch, so that's why Bonnie gets F tier and he doesn't. Sarah. Sarah is annoying. I do feel kind of bad for her. She's fucking useless. I'll put her below the Cannibal Lady in C tier. Sarita. She's important to the plot, but ultimately, she's not that memorable of a character. She's important to Kenny, so she gets B tier. I don't think I know this character. I don't know this character. This guy! Ghostface! The Stranger. Very important character towards the end of Season 1. You know what? We're going to give him top of B tier. Oh, I did not mean to switch Krista and Omi. There you go. This bitch. She's just kind of there, and I don't care for her. Like, I guess just being kind of there, Glenn should be in C tier as well. This old lady I don't like, so we'll keep her there. Where's Vernon? Oh, there's Vernon. Okay. Don't know this guy. Don't know this guy. Troy's interesting enough, but again, he's also just kind of there. We'll put him above Molly, though, because he's more interesting than Molly. Vernon! Fuck Vernon, you boat-stealing son of a bitch. Vince. Don't care for... Well, he's my favorite of the 400 Days characters, so... We'll put him just below Glenn. I think this is Clementine's potential lesbian love interest. But again, never played those seasons. Walter! Important to the plot, more interesting than Molly, but ultimately not the best. Don't know this character. Fucking Wyatt. Worst cameo ever. Like, he's one of the characters from 400 Days, and his cameo is the stupidest fucking cameo in Season 2. He basically comes to tell you, hey, you better get to Carver's office, where I'm already going. That's literally pointless. You just needed an excuse to put him in the scene. Fuck you. But he's not like a bad character, so he doesn't get F tier. He's just aggravating. So yeah, that's my tier list for the Walking Dead characters. S tier, pretty confident on. A tier, pretty confident on. I think this is a pretty fair ranking. It's a little. There's a couple of things I might mix and match here. But you know what though? Vernon's not the worst. You know what? The worst is fucking Bonnie. Fuck you, Bonnie. And then Arvo. And then Bree. Then Vernon. Then Jane. Actually, you know what? Jane is worse than Bree and Vernon. Fuck Jane. Alright. There you go. That's my tier list. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good one. Toodles.